Good afternoon, my name is Alena Shautsova. I'm an immigration attorney from Brooklyn, New York. In today's video, I would like to share with you some latest updates regarding the most interesting immigration news. Well, first of all, the Department of State announced winners of the DV 2022 lottery. And the way this announcement comes is that it's not being mailed to you, emailed. They open the portal where you can check using your confirmation number if you played in the lottery, if you were selected or not. So remember, nothing will be mailed to you or emailed to you. It's on you to check whether or not you were selected to be one of the beneficiaries of the DV 2022 Diversity Visa Lottery. And the way you do it, you go to the eDV website and you punch in your confirmation number that you should have if you submitted your entry, and then you're going to see a confirmation. It may say that sorry, not today, or it may say that congratulations, you were selected. Some people ask me what's going to happen next. Well, what's going to happen next depends on where you are at. Are you abroad? You are not in the United States, or are you in the United States? So you see, even people who are in the United States without status may play in DV lottery, may submit their entries to the DV lottery, and sometimes they are selected. But the question will be, will they be collect on that lottery? Will that lottery churn for them into a green card? And the answer depends on whether or not they are adjustable or whether or not they can qualify for a waiver. And of course, each case is different. I know that I received many inquiries of this sort from people who filed for political asylum in the United States and then they played and won the DV lottery. And I'm going to tell you that usually people who filed for asylum in the United States will not be able to file for adjustment of status based on the DV lottery, but they may of course try to go for the immigrant visa in their consulate, but I would not recommend that unless maybe there are derivatives on asylum applications, perhaps, and have no connections with the country of persecution claimed by the main applicant. All right. But usually if a person in the United States and maintained lawful non-immigrant status, let's say you had some H-1B or you had F-1 student status, you should be able to file for adjustment of status based on DV lottery while you're in the United States. And if you're overseas, the first thing that you're going to be doing is you're going to be filing Form DS-260 or an immigrant visa entry. And that's basically going to start the whole process for you. You're going to receive instructions later from the United States government as to how to proceed. And for adjustment of status applicants, you guys need to watch out for your numbers to be current, and you will be able to file for adjustment of status when your number of your DV lottery confirmation is current. Only then the government can accept your application. And of course, if you're interested into finding out more how you can use the DV lottery selection, please reach out to us, have a consultation. We'll be very happy to explain this to you, and there is a lot of information online as well. So congratulations to those who were selected. Of course, we do have one little issue with that, is that the consulates are closed or are very, very slow. So keep that in mind, all right? Keep that in mind. If you are in consular processing, you have to do everything very fast. Basically, the first opportunity you have. It is because if you are slow and consulate simply will not be able to process you, even if you won, let's say they prioritize, they already have a priority for the immigrant visas and they will just run out of the interview slots. If there will not be some class action lawsuit that will help you, you'll be out of luck. all right, potentially just because of the delays and the backlog in consulates. So remember that everything has to be done perfect, everything has to be done fast, all right? But congratulations again. So this is one of the interesting things that happened this week. The lottery winners were announced just 3 days ago, May 6th, I believe. That's when they started publishing the names. So May 8th, maybe even later, if I'm not mistaken. So that's a good news. Another good news I wanted to share with you concerns administrative closure. This is relevant for those who are in the United States in removal proceedings, guys. Third Circuit just confirmed that they believe the judges, immigration judges, should have power to administratively close cases. And they're not the only ones, the Third Circuit, who believes that. The Fourth and Seventh Circuit believe that as well. One circuit court, Federal Circuit Court 6, sided with the former Attorney General, stating that the administrative closure cannot overcome the necessity to dispose of the cases fast. But it seems that it's a growing trend among the circuit courts where they believe that immigration judges should be in control of their calendar. This is very important because hopefully we're going to see the resolution of this question and perhaps the return to the original policy that would allow judges to administratively close cases, which will help thousands of people to get reliefs like DACA or especially waivers without the need to leave the United States, without the need to ask for voluntary departure that can come with drastic consequences if you fail to leave the United States. And it will actually, I believe, make the backlog in courts much less. All right? Administrative closure should be returned and termination of the proceedings should be returned. So the circuit court just ruled on that they believe that administrative closure as a tool that allows immigration judges to close cases, to postpone cases rather on their calendar should be returned to them. And now we're waiting for the EOIR policy on this issue. Hopefully they're going to confirm that this is the case and will set decision by the former Attorney General that acted during the Trump administration aside. So this is what we have for now. And one more thing I wanted to share with you is just to demonstrate that the Biden administration does implement a lot of positive changes, even though some people complain that it's not enough. Of course, it's never enough. But just to show that they do some positive things in immigration. If you recall, during the Trump administration, DHS proposed to collect biometrics from everyone, not just from the applicants, non-citizens, but also from the sponsors and from the petitioners, and collect those biometrics from kids, and not just to collect your fingerprints, but also the print of your eye and voice. So guess what? DHS stated that they will abandon that rule and not going to be collecting that information from sponsors and petitioners and kids. Remember that if you are an applicant for an immigration benefit, you are not a US citizen, you still have to comply with biometrics if you are called for biometrics. We're talking about the traditional rule when you file, for example, for a green card, asylum, or application for a work permit. So it's not that this biometrics procedure was canceled for everyone. No. What happened is that the harder or more broad biometrics requirements are not going to take place, right? So biometrics are still very important. If you miss your biometrics appointment, especially if you're an applicant for asylum, your application will be denied or considered to be abandoned. The same goes for, let's say, re-entry permit, advance parole, green card application, citizenship, if you are required to appear for the biometrics. I have to say that recently a lot of applicants were exempt from the biometrics requirement just because government was able to reuse their biometrics from before. So this is one of the positive changes that we see. So do not say Biden doesn't do anything, he does. And hopefully he will. It's not only him, but the Democrats, the parties that won, will lobby and will pass immigration reform that we all are waiting for. Well, thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel, like, share this video, and I hope to see you soon.